let me show you how to crochet a rose. So I will be using a 3.5mm crochet hook today and this double knit yarn. First, let's start with a slip knot. And now for this rose, we need a chain in multiples of 3. So for the rose that you can see on the screen, I chained 66. For this tutorial today, I will be chaining less than that because it becomes a little bit lengthy to do a 66 chains rose. However, you can do it as big or as small as you like. So I will be working my chains until I reach the desired length, and once you have your foundation chain for the project, we will start with a double crochet into the 6th chain from the hook. So count back 5 chains and into the 6th place a double crochet stitch. So insert your hook and pull through, then yarn over and pull through 2 and pull through 2 again. And this is our first V-stitch. Now skip 2 chains and into the 3rd chain work a double crochet, then a chain 2 and another double crochet but into that same chain, and this will be our second V-stitch. Then skip 2 chains and into the 3rd again work another V-stitch. So this row will be made by V stitches only. So I will show you a few more for whoever needs to see it more, but otherwise you can skip to the next row. So again, skip 2 and into the 3rd work again a double crochet, a chain 2 and another double crochet into that same chain, then skip 2 again and into the 3rd work another V-stitch. And I will meet you at the end of the row. Now we are at the end of the row and we need one last V-stitch into that very last chain of this row. So double crochet, chain 2 and double crochet again, all into that last chain. And this is how the project looks like so far. It doesn't look like a rose yet, but it will very soon. So chain 2 and turn your work. So this chain 2 counts as your first double crochet, and work another double crochet into that chain 2 space immediately below. Then chain 3 and work 2 more double crochet into that same chain 3 space. We are now creating some double V stitches, and just check your work and that you're working in the chain 2 spaces, because you will have some extra spaces that are not the chain 2 spaces where you should not be working for this row. So into the next chain 2 space work again a double V stitch. So work 2 double crochet stitches, chain 3 and work 2 more double crochet stitches into that same chain 2 space. And we will be repeating this all the way across, working in every chain 2 space. So for now, ignore the other spaces in between the chain 2 spaces. So we are now at the end of this row, and we have this last space. That is the space that we created when we skipped initially the 5 chains. And into this space we will work another double V stitch. So 2 double crochet, chain 3, and 2 more double crochet. And this is the end of the row, and this is how it's looking like so far. It's taking a bit more shape. So for the next and last row, chain 1 and turn. We will start by working a single crochet into that first stitch. Then into the chain 3 space from the row below, we will be working 7 double crochet stitches. So for this row, if you remember, I was telling you for the previous row to ignore the spaces in between the chain 2 spaces. Well, for this row, we will be working into those spaces as well. So in every chain 3 space, we will put 7 double crochet stitches. But then, so we will work in all these chain 3 spaces, but then into the spaces in between the chain 3 spaces, we will work a single crochet stitch. So now into the next chain 3 space, again 7 more double crochet stitches. And then once you're done with the 7 double crochet stitches, you need to find that space in between, just before the next chain 3 space, and single crochet right there. And just continue repeating this. Be very careful to identify the spaces and what you need to work in which space. And I will meet you at the end of this row. So we are now at the end of the row. We have this space, so a single crochet, and the last chain 3 space. And in that last space, instead of 7 double crochet stitches, we need 10. This will be the center of the rows, so we need to make it a little bit more populated with stitches because it needs to be a bit more dense. So just keep working your 10 double crochet stitches, and to conclude the whole project, I like to put a slip stitch around that chain 3 from the row below. And that's it. That's your project done. I know it doesn't look like a rose yet, but let me just show you how to put things together. So first of all, after you cut your yarn, you just try to make sure that it all looks good and give it a good stretch for each of the 7 double crochet clusters that we made for the last row, just for it to take a little bit of a shape. So once you're done stretching the project, just check that everything looks right, and then go back to the part where you finished your work with 10 double crochet stitches. So this is the part for me, and from here start to fold the whole project together. So you just fold it together in a circular way, and I will not be joining all of it together today, but whenever you get to this point, you can lock the rows in place by either going with some thread and a needle at the bottom of it, with like in between stitches, and trying to make it stay in place, or you can glue it together. So that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did enjoy it, like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video.